Hey, what is up? If you do not know me, I am Chris Walls, also known as the Free Kid. And today, I would like to discuss a little bit about trauma and some of the things that I've endured and overcame, and the way I felt, and the understandings that I have developed. And there was portions of my life where trauma was not even in the picture. I was so happy that nothing really mattered because I was in a good place. But when things don't work out, then of course we all fall into this state of depression. And most common people, I guess, if you were born in a sheltered family, or the biggest thing you ever had to worry about is if you had your channel support, say family and friends, and if mommy, daddy were going to cut the payments off. If you've only experienced simple problems, then there is no way that you can understand the downfalls of trauma. Because when you get depressed, it feels, okay, we're going to have a better day tomorrow. But someone who's been through a lot of trauma experiences this completely different. And it's life-changing, because if we don't learn to deal with these traumas, it can destroy someone's life. And if you haven't experienced it, just try to be understanding when you deal with people who have, especially when people open up to you, because those are the people that are actually trying to better themselves, but they haven't figured out a way to deal with their traumas. Basically, when I used to get depression, I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to be around no one. I had a lot of anxiety, and of course, you turn to things like drugs and alcohol, because they're basically suppressors. Like, say when everything's going good and life's working out for you, you don't notice depression and anxiety, but when you're in your downfall, you do. And understanding why you get stuck there is the key to coming back out of it quicker. And take, for instance, if I had a bad week and things didn't go my way at work and I just felt a lot of pressure, I could sit there and contemplate on ways, scenarios and stuff like that in my head, and look back at the situation and basically wallow in it, is what people do. It's easy to get stuck there, but if you have distractions, if you have key points that can point you back to your path of enlightenment, your path of, purpose, then your life's gonna be a lot better. Let's say in this situation, shitty week, the first thing I do is I have a technique where I put on a binary frequency, which basically what it does, when you mimic the binary frequency with your tone, like you say I, like basically chakras and Buddhists, when you mimic this tone, it is actually a healing chakra tone that I created on one of my YouTube channels. This tone, when I hum it, basically not really humming, but sing it for a good 3 minutes, using breathing techniques, completely eliminates stress, anxiety, depression. Like, I can feel it coming, and we all get it. As soon as you feel it and you're sitting in it for about a few hours, it's going to be around. Deal with it right then before you start thinking too far into it. So by taking this, 3 to 10 minutes, stop what you're doing, go to somewhere dark and cool, put on some kind of binary frequency or some kind of classical track that mellows you out, and then you take this break. And I recommend doing the hum or the I or the ah or whatever you do, because this right here allows you to release negative energy. And if possible, take some time outside and walk on the ground and just get some good sunlight and allow yourself to be grounded day and night, because there's different effects. Daytime, it's very energizing and charging and gives you a lot of energy to go throughout your day. But if you do it at nighttime, just like the new study in science found, that there's some kind of dimensional plane at night because of the magnetic pull from Earth, and you can see it in images. We've known this a long time. Wilhelm Reich figured it out. It's called orgone energy, and what it is an ionization process that occurs, and it's actually what's responsible for photosynthesis. So a lot of people don't know this. A lot of scientists don't know this. I've been studying it personally for a long time, and there's just too many coincidences. Somebody want to prove me wrong? Hey, but that's a different topic. That's what I do in my free time. So once I get myself leveled out, I find something educational to fill that gap. So then I consume some piece of content, maybe a motivational speech, anywhere from, depending on time, 5 minutes to sometimes an hour of motivational talk. And I consume myself in this, and then after that, I meditate at the end of my day, thinking back on everything that happened. And by incorporating these 3 little techniques into my, oh shit, I had a bad week, change my paradigm by taking, certain steps. And it takes practice, but once you get consistent with it, the more you do it, the better control and better aware and self-aware, and you just happy you are. Anyways, I'll drop the link below to my binary tone. I do a little description, excuse. I didn't do it professional, I did it on my phone, but you'll get the general idea, and it is to mimic the tone until you hear that choir sound. As I call it, a God frequency. It's what, in the chakras, it's a healing tone. It's one that I've mastered. It's not the same as many people use. I've worked on this one and critiqued it to also clear your mind. So anyways, I hope you enjoy. Y'all have a good week. So I call this little meditation the God frequency meditation, and you'll see why. So basically you want to say the word God, but you want to exaggerate it out to your whole entire breath. So you're going to emphasize around the O, the God, but when you say it, it's going to sound like I. So you'll see what I'm talking about. You do this over and over again, and take a good few breaths in between, and hit your God note again, and you'll start to notice your tone will start to resonate with the actual binary tone in there, which is a frequency that is used to heal the body. And so by matching your vocal tone to that, you'll start to hear what sounds like an entire chorus behind you, and that is the God frequency that you're looking for. You practice this in meditation. When you get it, you do it about 3 to 10 times. I just do it while I'm driving. It's better with earphones or in a closed environment. That way you can hear your own voice to match the tone. I highly recommend doing it in the car, but